Hi, this is Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com on your Friday. It is the 23rd day of the month of January 2026, and we've got some very stormy weather coming up this weekend. We're taking a look at some of the models as far as the total amount of snowfall that's expected out of this next storm, like a snowfall history, before it actually even happens. And we get that look, and we're taking a look at around noontime Monday, just to see what happened on Saturday night and Sunday, weather-wise, across the nation. And we see that snow from around Amarillo, Texas, northern Panhandle, right across a good portion of Kansas, Oklahoma, northern sections of Arkansas, southern Missouri. Then the snow maximum goes right across Kentucky, touches into northwestern sections of Tennessee. But heavy snow across West Virginia, central and southern and eastern Ohio, all of Pennsylvania, northern portions of Virginia, including the Shenandoah, and even through Maryland and sections of Delaware. Now, New Jersey seems like cut in half as far as the heavy snow and mixed precipitation, because right now in New Jersey, of course, ocean temperatures right around 40 degrees, and that makes a difference when you have that east wind. And the winds, the surface winds, are going to be all the difference in the world as far as the type of precipitation over southern New Jersey. But up the northern portion of New Jersey, northeastern PA, southeastern New York, temperatures on Sunday are only expected to range into the teens. It will be warmer, though, along the southeast coast of Jersey. Now, not so as far lucky as far as the total snowfall amounts across Long Island, because the east wind there, east slightly northeast wind, comes overland, and it's also northern latitudes with colder water. Net effect, they get more snowfall. Also, a lot of snow across Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, central and southern portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, and southern Maine. And this is what we're looking at in some places there, somewhere between as little as 10 to as much as 20 inches of snow in that area that I mentioned. As we get into Sunday night into Monday, the storm actually starts to slowly widen, so there could be residual light snow and even more accumulation. But on the light side, accumulation for Monday before we get into an improving trend towards the middle of next week. Amounts of snowfall, as mentioned, generally across the Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Allentown, New York, and up in Hartford, New Haven area. We're looking at the possibility of between 10 and 20 inches of snowfall. The amount of snow at 10 to 1 probably would be closer to maybe a foot of snow. But there's other types of way of measuring, or at least expected measurements of snowfall, and one of them being the Kuchera ratio. And what that does is actually takes a look at the column of air from the surface on up into about half the atmosphere, up to around 18,000 feet. Half of the mass of the atmosphere is below 18,000 feet. The other half is above it, so it gets thinner and thinner as it goes higher up. And of course, that's why it's always colder. But the Kuchera ratio takes into effect that temperature, and some of those Kuchera amounts were almost 15 to 1, almost 20 to 1, because the temperatures are so cold. So it's just something that we'll be following, and we'll update you as far as it's concerned. But here it is on Friday, and we still have that storm. It's been showing up since Tuesday of this week. So that's pretty good when you can get to see a major storm for the weekend, almost 5 to 7 days away. But keep this in mind, it is Friday. This is supposed to happen on Sunday, so we have to wait and see if the models continue to bring this storm into the Northeast as we head through the weekend. In the meantime, for today, it's generally going to be partly sunny to increasingly cloudy day. Temperatures not bad, 30s to lower 40s. It's pretty close to normal for this time of year. At night, it'll be clear down to about 0 to 10, depending on where you are. Maybe about 10 in the city, New York and Philadelphia, but about 5 degrees outside and outlying areas. Saturday is partly sunny. We do have a cold weather advisory for Saturday because highs will only range in the mid to upper teens. We had a similar situation on Tuesday of this week. The wind chills will be about -5 to -10 northwest winds. Then that snow is likely to develop during the overnight hours, Saturday into Sunday, probably sometime after 3 a.m. from south to north. And snow heavy at times on Sunday, and as I mentioned, could be anywhere as little as 10 to as much as 20 inches. And we'll probably have some freezing rain and some sleet involved, because look at these daytime highs, only near 20 to 25. And if those winds really start to kick up and be near or close to blizzard-like situation, keep in mind a blizzard is dependent upon temperature, wind speed, and visibility. So in order to have a true blizzard around this area, you have to have those very cold temperatures. We have that. The winds don't look that they're going to be that strong. We're looking at maybe some winds out of the east by northeast at 20, maybe 25 miles per hour in gust. But those temperatures will continue very strong on the cold side through Sunday night. And then on Monday, getting up to about 25. It's still the possibility of some snow showers then. If you're traveling by air today, no problems weather-wise for the most part. We see generally dry conditions across the good balance of the nation. There's some snow showers across the eastern Great Lakes. Chicago's looking pretty good. Dry weather in Charlotte and also Atlanta, down to Central and South Florida. Looking dry also in Dallas and in Houston. West Coast, also dry conditions from Southern California right up through Portland. Maybe some showers moving into the Seattle-Tacoma area. So traveling for today, no problem. Traveling for Saturday, no problem, except the storm will be developing out of the southern and central Mississippi River Valley. So those places have to be avoided. If you have plans for traveling on Sunday, they will be canceled or they will be moved at least to the middle of this upcoming week, because cleanup is going to take some time. So keep that in mind. If you can get out on Friday or Saturday and you were scheduled for Sunday or Monday, I'd get out as early as you can. I'm Meteorologist Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Went a little long today, but we've got a big storm coming up. I will talk to you first thing on Saturday. See you then.